Hello, this is Dr. Lewerenz, the Longevity Health Institute. Hope this finds you well, and this hopefully will lead you into getting evaluated for something, whether it's with us here at Longevity Health Institute, me and my practitioners, or you go see somebody else, your doctor, your internist, whatever, doesn't matter. We just want the best for you, okay? And that is the one simple thing you can do by looking in the mirror or looking down at your legs, or asking your spouse or significant other to take a look at your body, okay? Look at your nails, okay? Look at the tongue, okay? And I will tell you what to look for that will tell you your health, okay? And that's something super simple. And I don't care if you've had blood work done and they said, oh, you're doing great, just take your medicine or whatever, okay? But if you have some of these simple things, these are super, super key, okay? Super key, that you have to look out for, that's going to tell you something, okay? And this is what it is. And by the way, this came up today because I was seeing a patient and she said to me, and she's doing lovely, been with me for years, but she was in, probably hadn't been in maybe, 10 months, 12 months, doing great. And she said, it's about time to get some blood work and it's about time to get a checkup. And of course, we're taking a whole wellness functional medical model on her. We reviewed her mammogram and her bone density. That's doing great. And her labs, cholesterol, sugar, etc. She's on some hormones, does some nutrients and supplements with us, follows a good diet. She's a good weight. Actually, I think she said she's the lightest she's been in literally like 25 years. Feeling great, etc. But she's like, hey, doc, you got to do something about this. And she's about 60, just average age. About 60, I think she's roughly close to that. And she goes, doc, you got to do something about this hair, okay? I'm growing hair on my body in places that I don't want. My chin, a little bit on my lip, I got hairs that are coming up where I don't. And again, remember, she's about 60, 61-ish, okay? And I told her, I said, well, here's the problem. The problem is some of that's genetic and your nationality and your heritage, where you're from. Because hair follicles get activated with age. Age alone, your hair follicle gets activated. It's not just hormones. People always think like, oh, I got so much hair or growing out of my whatever, my body, my armpits, or like on my face, especially a female, this will really bother, okay? And they're like, something's off with my hormones. Well, not necessarily. That can be true in some cases like PCOS, high testosterone, etc. But in most cases, it has to do with your nationality, and your age, and your hair follicles get stimulated and open essentially and get more activated as you age. And one of those things is essentially, going into menopause and going into andropause for men. Okay, it's why we grow beards more when we're 30, 40, 50, yet our hormones are higher when we're 18, 20, 22, 25. Okay. It's why men, no matter what they're doing in therapy and hormone replacement or not, they'll get more back hair and they'll have to shave more on their body as they age versus what they did when they were 30, 35, 40, okay, or like younger when their hormones were optimal, okay? It's not always the hormone, especially if you're middle-aged and above, okay? So that's so important. So she's doing lovely, but she's bringing this up, and I'm kind of like, we're having fun a bit because it's not a sick visit. And I said, listen, that's part of your age. Her heritage is Italian. I think a little bit other things, but mostly Italian. So it is what it is. This is her. And I said, it is what it is. Again, mind you, they keep her hormones balanced. She is on hormone replacement. But then I had a conversation with her and she laughed because she's like, her friends aren't doing as well. They have lunch and dinner and they get together, etc. And she's like, yeah, they have no hair on them. In fact, I'm bitching about this and complaining, and they're laughing because they don't have to shave their legs. And I go, well, that's a number one sign, and I want you to do out there is look at your body, look at your legs, look at your arms, think of your armpits if you're a woman and shaving, think of shaving. If you don't have to shave and you have no hair on your body, you're very likely one of two things: hormonally deficient and or nutritionally deficient, okay? Could be both, but mostly hormonally. And this goes for any age, okay? So in my advice from a functional wellness preventative standpoint and a personalized approach, get your hormones evaluated. even if you're really like, yeah, I don't know about if I want to do hormone replacement or if I should really think about this or whatever, or I'm okay or I'm too old for this. You're never too old for hormone replacement because we can improve bone health, brain health, and heart health with hormones, period. So never have that mindset, okay? Now, the other possibilities when you have deficient hair on your body is some nutrient issues. So you have to think of, and this is less common, but your gut health and digestion, and are you getting the right nutrients in, are you absorbing them, and that can affect you in your body. And that also goes for if your hair is not growing or not as healthy as you age. Is there something going on nutritionally in your gut, and maybe basically just absorption. You eat good, but you're not absorbing, okay? Now, nails also you can look for. When you have patches on your nails, cracks, when you have white spots, linear white spots, when you have pits and things like this in your nails and they're not healthy, okay? One of two things you have to think of, okay? So remember, look at your skin, think about shaving and the amount of body hair you have on you, okay? And also look at your nails. Again, this is very common nutritionally and or hormonally something's off. Your nails can be thyroid, can be weakness of the nails because of testosterone, DHA, or thyroid, okay? But also nutrients, very common deficiencies that give us nail kind of irregularities and white spots and linear streaks and things like this are vitamin C and zinc, sometimes iron, okay? But if you're looking, a very simple thing, you don't have to, kind of Google everything and go crazy and freak out. But if you look at your legs, you look at your arms, or if you're thinking, hey, you're a woman and you're any age, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60, and you don't have to shave much, you could, it doesn't mean you are, but you could be hormonally very deficient, and that has to be considered and should be tested, okay? Or, again, your nails, you need to be nutritionally evaluated. Very detailed though, usually we do a micronutrient spectracell test, which looks at nutrients inside the cell, so it's not just a serum test, okay? This is a little bit more specific and again, a more personalized approach, but then we know that your zinc's good, your selenium's good, your vitamin C is good, your antioxidants are good, etc. So this is what you need to look at. Again, simple test, look at your nails, look at your skin, and then you know if you're actually living the healthiest, best life you can live and being optimal. So think about that. So hope you enjoyed this simple educational video. Subscribe to my channel, share this with others, even around the country, other states, family, other countries, it doesn't matter. We do bring you healthcare, prevention, and wellness around the country and even in other countries lately by telemedicine. And if we can be at any service, me and my practitioners, we're happy to. Just look us up at longevityhealthinstituteinc.com. I'm Dr. Lewerenz. Be well.